All right, we are on the Ambition Audio Show coming live, 5th Avenue, Compass HQ. I'm here with Nile. Nile Lundgren?
Correct.
Correct. You are the Team Lundgren team leader?
Yes, Lundgren team.
All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself now. You're quite the success story, perfect for the Ambition Audio Show.
Yeah, thank you. I'm humbled to hear you say that. I'm a real estate broker here in New York City. I've been here for 11 years and graduated from Trinity College. When I did that in late 2007, I moved directly here to New York City and fell into real estate and kind of have been doing it ever since. So I haven't had multiple careers, and now I'm doing real estate. It's more, this has been my career path and choice kind of since day one.
Yeah.
I've been getting pretty heavy into the audio and podcast and video space. So
yeah,
really happy that you invited me on.
Yeah. Well, thanks for inviting me to HQ. I mean, it's beautiful in here. It's like a full-blown startup in here.
Yeah, we call it the Google of real estate.
Yeah, you guys have that reputation. It's a good one. You know, it's
For sure.
You guys are definitely, I guess. Tell me more about how Compass is pushing back against, no broke and things like that.
When you say no broke to the listening audience, do you mean going direct buyer to listing where there's no agent involved?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of articles on the Real Deal lately about how Compass is really, investing more into analytics and technology where other brokerages are not. And just tell me a little more about that.
Absolutely. I could tell you that, I do not speak on behalf of management for Compass or the executive team. As an agent, I really focus on the day-to-day of my personal business and with a heavy focus on my clients.
Nice.
I can tell you that as an industry, the industry is changing. There are a lot of different companies such as Zillow offers, Zillow, for example, will just buy your house with no agent, and then they might fix or flip or whatever it might be. There's also Redfin. So there's a number of different people that are brokerages or companies or tech startups that are trying to penetrate that market. I can tell you that Compass started off as a company that was going to eliminate the broker.
Really?
I'm not sure if you know that, but when it first started as Urban Compass.
I was going to say it was originally called Urban Compass.
Yeah.
That's what my director told me.
Exactly. So when that happened, they were trying to go renters direct to landlords, and
really?
They had agents who weren't agents, they were salaried employees, and those people would just show for free, but then get compensated through a salary.
Yeah, they were just getting salaries,
and it
not
was all no
essentially.
fee, so it was kind of like less pressure.
Yeah.
What they quickly realized is that to navigate the New York City market, especially here in Manhattan, it's extremely complicated, and you need a seasoned professional and an actual advisor, which is the reason why Compass made a pivot from a very no broker style relationship to enabling the broker with technology and tools.
Yeah.
Like, brokers have something that most people don't, especially in the higher end. I mean, look, if you go to Texas, and all the homes are exactly the same, maybe you don't need a broker because it's like a community of 500 homes and every home is identical.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue too much against that. But in New York City or Los Angeles or Miami, you need someone to educate you on the nuances of the market to make sure that you're finding and securing the right place. Additionally, anybody can find data that you see out on the internet. Consumers are like, I saw this on the internet, but what's the context behind that? I know that this apartment on this floor would trade at $2,000 a foot, but why on this floor does it trade at $2,500 a square foot? But they don't know why, right? So that's where a broker comes into play, giving context around those scenarios. So there's a lot going on in general that's happening in the brokerage industry, and Compass, I think, is doing a great job. I've been here for 4 years, which has been an amazing journey for me personally and professionally. But yeah, I mean, it's just something that's gonna happen regardless, and I'm really focused on my clients.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you seem very sharp, extremely sharp, and it seems like Compass is really getting ahead of the game. Now, let's talk about ambition. I mean, you're a really ambitious guy, master's degree, all that. And you actually have an award in negotiation. See, in real estate, I focus more on the commercial side, commercial leasing, really. And as you know, the retail business is changing. Big time. So, and I work for more of I work for a small realty firm for more of a landlord, essentially, a lot of in-house leasing, So we do much different things, but we're in the same business. So it's interesting to learn about the residential side of things and the nuances of the market, which is it's really cool. So tell me about this negotiation award. Certified negotiation expert. That's quite the title.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to say, I went through a Navy SEALs Black Ops negotiation thing, but it's through REBNY, Real Estate Board of New York.
Okay,
and,
yeah, I'm a member.
You can elect to take the class. It's a 5-day program, and it's taught by a negotiation expert. It's very involved, and it teaches you all different aspects of how to negotiate deal. It doesn't always come down to price. A lot of times it comes down to other factors. A factor might be timing. Do they not need it, or do they need it now? The date, the time, the taxes are there. Commissions that can be negotiated are there. There's a million different ways to skin a cat, and that's something that helped me broaden and deepen my skills. When you talk about ambition, I love the name of the podcast.
Thank you.
What I would say is that it's important, if you have ambition, to constantly be learning. Under no circumstances, under any day, do I say at any time that I've got it all figured out. I know I don't. Nobody has it all figured out, not even Donald Trump. So the idea is learn every single day, and if you need to take a class to get better, take that class, get better. It only helps you making more money and serving your clients.
Absolutely. The whole underlying theme of this, at the end of the day, is just get better every day. It actually stems from, I know you're a college athlete, college football player. I was a state champion in high school, and I wasn't that good. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but basically our buddy Kuda, who was the running back on the team, good friend of mine, he used to say get better every day, and he was from Louisiana, so that's where and he had a nice accent, so that's where it stemmed off of. So yeah, exactly. So learn and get better every day.
I have something to piggyback off of that.
Yeah.
It'd be what we would say when we played football. I played at a number of different places, and I won a couple of championships in college. But
nice.
We would say get a little better every day, every way. Get a little better every way, every day.
Let's go. I'm getting fired up now.
It's pretty awesome. I love sports. It really
love
just kind of
sports.
energizes you, and really teaches you how to deal with teams and adversity and overcome challenges. And that's what this business is. And that's what any business is. And it really just gives you that that sense of pride and urgency from the get go.
Yeah. Now, someone's starting off in real estate. This is a topic a lot of people are thinking about. Even my brother's thinking about getting into real estate now. What would you recommend for someone who's just starting out?
Absolutely. So I've coached, I would probably say, 35 to 40 agents, new agents. I was the president of a small boutique firm up on 20th and 5th Avenue in the Flatiron District.
Nice.
Before I was here at Compass. And what I would say is to anybody who is just starting out, get used to making no money. Go 2 years and just learn. You have to learn.
Yeah, you have to know every in and out of the city.
You don't have to know every in and out, but it's a process, and it's about just the journey. It's about going through what a $1,000 apartment in Jamaica, Queens looks like, then what a $2,000 apartment in Bushwick looks like, and then Williamsburg, and then Manhattan, and then a $1 million apartment, and then a $5 million apartment, and then a $20 million apartment, then a new development building with $1 billion sellout. And then getting in doing that every day, the main thing I would say, if you're a new agent, is any day that you see a new piece of inventory, that constitutes a good day. Because clients see a lot of things online, and they're like, oh, I know everything about real estate, but have you really been in the unit? Pictures can be deceiving. Compass has done a great job with photography.
Yes, you have.
They spent a lot of time and money in videos, making sure that the agents put out the best quality. But, I even have virtual staged apartments that look amazing, and, they're occupied by tenants, and they don't look so pretty.
Once you walk in the unit.
Once you walk in, and, that's just kind of how it goes. But you have to be able to sift through that. If a client sends me a listing, I've been doing this for 11 years. I could say, look, this is a virtually staged apartment. Look at the floors. It's not in good condition. If you read the description a little bit further, you have to put at least $200,000 into it. Are you willing to do that? No. Let's move on, right? Like, it's that kind of context that where agents are able to really help make the process more efficient.
That's awesome. And it says here you have over $65 million in career sales.
Yes, it might be like 75 now, but
That's awesome.
more or less.
That's excellent. So you're having a good year.
Well, career, yeah, I'm having a
Career.
good year, but if we did that in 1 year, I
Yeah, you'd be doing more than all right.
for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you just got you recently became the exclusive broker for Williamsburg's hottest new development. Tell me about that.
So the project is the Lewis Steel Building.
Nice.
It was a 1930s built steelwork factory that was
Sounds very Williamsburg.
Exactly, and it's a whole city block.
Wow.
It was purchased in 2009. It was redeveloped and released in 2015. I took over the project in 2016 when the current leasing team could not fill the building. I did that in about 60 days. I had about 35 leases signed through my marketing tactics and strategies, and outreach and photography, et cetera, et cetera. It's a great project. It's been fully leased up a number of different times. We're currently at 100% occupancy. We have
Congratulations.
a wait list.
Well done.
Out the door, and we do a lot of great things. On June 1st, we will be throwing a huge party. It's going to be our annual summer social up there. I'd love it if you wanted to join.
Sounds like fun.
It's a whole city block, and we have a number of different vendors, from ice cream to donuts to tacos to beer.
You got the
to
smorgasbord set up.
slushy rosés.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we have games from Jenga to beanbag toss. Whatever it is, we have it up there. A Miss Tent, DJ. And I do that for my clients and the residents in the building to keep on top of the building in the neighborhood being the dopest there is. And when I sell the apartment, I'm like, this is the dopest building. And I'm not even joking, because I make it the dopest building. So
I like that.
It's been a great project. The developer is a great friend of mine. He does excellent work. And I'm just super blessed and privileged to be working on that project.
It's awesome, now. It sounds great. It sounds like you're doing a great job with it. You really are an ambitious guy. I mean, it seems like you're doing the right thing. Now it's so you have the financial success down. It seemed like you're on top of your game. Now, a little bit of soul food. You're also on the board of a non-for-profit, if I'm not mistaken. Save a Child's Heart. Tell me a little about that, because I'm in the process of actually starting of filing a 501c right now.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, if you're filing a 501c, that's great. I don't think it's the easiest thing to do.
It's extremely difficult.
And be ready for a lot of challenges. I can tell you that Save a Child's Heart is an amazing organization. I actually, that's an outdated bio. I no longer serve there due to time commitments, but I can tell you that they do help children in third world countries with congenital heart disease who their families can not pay for their life-saving heart surgery.
Wow.
So the charity, basically, it costs about $10,000 to save a life, and that's what we raise in $10,000 clips. And it costs for travel to get to Israel, where the hospital is, and then in Israel, where the hospital is, the $10,000 costs for the surgery. It costs for the family to stay, the room and board, and then the recovery after, and then flights back home. So it's an unbelievable cause and organization. What I really liked about it was the community that it brought, and then secondly, the fact that it was tangible. I knew where the money was going. With $10,000, I knew exactly what was going to happen. One kid was going to have a second chance at life, versus just putting money into a random thing, and you don't even, does it go to marketing? Does it go to the salaries? Like, I know exactly where it's going, and that was what drew me to that particular organization.
Nonprofit? Yeah, that's awesome. I think that nonprofits are the best way to actually give back. I mean, kind of no shit, Sherlock, but I mean, you see so many people, especially these days on social media, that are, this is wrong, posting on your story, but are you really fundraising? Are you really helping? And exactly, some non-for-profits can get into the sector of making money off it.
Yep.
And while you can monetize them to a certain salary because of the time commitment, time is everything, and the time commitment that you put into it, you can monetize it slightly, but at the end of the day, it's about helping people.
Yeah. What is yours going to be about?
It's going to be called the Community Empowerment Syndicate. Basically, we're just going to, be hands-on. I've assembled an excellent team. A lot of guys from the different boroughs around here. I'm from Long Island. I have someone from each of the 5 boroughs except Staten Island. And we're going to be just fundraising for existing nonprofits. Maybe a little bit of basketball in the Bronx. Just empowering communities. I've always this ambitious guy. I've always had it in me, but I needed to just feel empowered. As someone to take a chance on me, for me to really feel empowered and just take it to the next level, which I have, and an awesome feeling. And I just want to give that back to other people.
That's great, man.
Yeah,
I wish you nothing but success in that endeavor. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to help in any way.
Yeah, I mean, we're neighbors. We're 1 block away.
Yeah, that is very true. He's on Union Square, West, and I'm on 5th Avenue. So we're literally separated by 1 block on the same cross street, which is 14.
Yeah, it's a really nice area. Yeah, I get to, I look at the park every day. It's a beautiful little park. Every day when I get off the subway, I see Gandhi, and
I know that statue well.
Yeah, that's a nice reminder that people can live peacefully, and
Very good.
And us as football guys, we're football guys.
True.
Need no explaining. So I like Gandhi's his teachings, and I've been really into read. Do you read a lot?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to my apartment, I have. Look, I have a whole. I'm a professor too. I'm an adjunct professor at Baruch College.
I went to Baruch College.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
teach,
excellent.
A master's program, but I teach customer relationship management (CRM). And
CRMs.
I have a
They're
whole,
excellent.
Yeah, and I have a whole library of books that I send out to my students on what they love the class so much. Like, give me all the other books that you have, but I have like a library in my apartment.
That's awesome.
I love books. I've been collecting books and reading them. I don't just collect. Some of them I collect, but I read a lot of them.
Yeah, just get them up there to look good.
Now I use them more of like, I've read a lot of them, so I use them to kind of brush up. But there's so many books and so many resources and YouTube and the internet. I mean, look, there's no excuse to be average anymore, and unless you want to be, and that's cool. But if you want to be ambitious, then you got to go and get it.
You got to go get it.
Go earn it.
Yeah. My man. All right, Nile, any last words? I appreciate your time. It's been great.
The most important thing is, James and I actually met through Instagram on a DM, and, he said, I'm going to come and, let's set it up through Anchor, which is I guess a remote way to do a podcast. And I said, how about you come to my office? And we're at my office face to face, which I think is fantastic. So hats off to you for A, making the outreach and reaching out to me, and then B, for coming here and following through with it, because a lot of people don't, and that's really what I'd say most of life is just showing up, and if you can nail that, you're on the right path to success.
Yeah, showing up and looking good is half the battle. And I mean, man, I was nervous to walk in. I was, and that's the whole thing with being ambitious and being successful. It's you have to get outside of your comfort zone. You have to do things that are going to make you uncomfortable, and then once you did them, you feel that much better.
Exactly.
All right, Nile, it's been great.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers.
All right, Ambition Audio Show, James Hogan, Nile Lundgren, signing off.